Microphone sitting here. Sorry, guys. All right, and I am live. Welcome to the Pretty Witty MUA's pick a card reading for how does this person feel about you? Now, I've got three piles, as well, I guess as usual. This would be pile one. This is going to be pile two. And this is pile three. So just to teach you guys a little bit, we've got the clear quartz, red agate, and two lapis lazuli. All right, inside of a black organza bag, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and start with pile one. Because, I'll wait a second so that you guys can make your decision. So this is pile one. This is pile two. This is pile three. If you need to, pause the video just in the future because I am going to upload this live so that you guys can come back and watch it. All right, but pile one, pile two, pile three. 1, 2, and 3. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go. So we're going to start with pile one, of course. I'm just going to throw your items to the side there because I want you guys to go with your intuition. How does this person feel about you? I'm going to start with the tarot. All right, so pile one. How does pile one's person, ancestor spirit guides, how does pile one's person feel about them? Please answer this question with clarity, simplicity as well, so that there is understanding. Okay, so for pile one, I feel like this person has made up their mind about you, but in a negative sense because we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Usually the Queen of Cups reversed, she's very sensitive, she's very emotional, but not in a good way. Usually the Queen of Cups upright is very pretty, takes care of themselves. They care about their looks. She's the type to wear makeup, really cater to her man, be a little bit bubble-headed, kind of. Just to give a description, not literally, like in like a bad sense where she's bubble-headed, but and then I've got the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this person is judging a book by its cover. But I mean, if the cover ain't pretty, you might want to fix it because to me, the Four of Cups, it simply states that the person is just disinterested. There is apathy, but I mean, if you look at the spiritual meaning, I think that I read somewhere that it's when God is presenting you with something, but you're only focused on what's in front of you instead of what you got. But in this case, I believe that from this deck, it would just be disinterest specifically because this man is already holding the cup. He has the cup already. He's staring at these three. This person doesn't want you, pretty much. I'm going to get more information because you know who this is. This person could be friend, could be a foe. If this is a romantic relationship, this person is leaving you. But this is the Eight of Cups and the Eight is infinity. So since this person is walking away, it is temporary because with the eight, you draw it, but you end up back where you came from, and it's just an endless loop. So the person, I mean, if this is a breakup, they are coming back to you. But they don't feel like you're very pretty. They don't feel as if you are like they've got options, and out of all of the options that they're picking you, but they've got options, and they feel like they were the type of person to kind of look at all of their options and then look at you, and they don't like what they see. But you don't always judge a book by its cover. So there must be something that you offer this person that has them circling back. Maybe you guys got into a fight. They think that you are strong. This person feels like you are strong. This person feels like you can withstand There's this song by New Edition. The group is called New Edition. It's really, really old. It's called Can You Stand the Rain? That you can stand the rain, pretty much. Not just in a relationship sense, but just in a life kind of sense. This person thinks that you're tough. This person sees that you have been through it and you're kind of just barely holding it together, you know? See, I got the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You might have a lot of stressors in your life, pile one. Yeah, you've been through a lot. This person is not interested. I don't like that I have the Two of Swords. This person is disinterested. They're not seeing you at all. I am going to say this person doesn't see you at all, which is why you should probably never mess with them ever again because, they're not seeing you. There's a possibility that you may not know this person very well and it's someone that you're coming to, but they're looking toward the future. They're looking towards a future with you. Some sort of future. Perhaps this person wants to make you the wife and mother of their children. That is exactly what I'm seeing, actually. They want to make you the wife and mother of the children. Three, there's only two of you. There's one, and you're only asking for one person, but there are two threes in a row. So this person wants to make an addition. But for some strange reason, it still looks as if they're moving forward, and they might be moving forward, and it's temporary, but they feel as if they want to start a future with you. And then I have here the Nine of Cups. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles with the Devil card. This sounds kind of manipulative. It sounds very abusive. This sounds like this person is trying to run a game of some sort, kind of. They could have multiple women. They could have just had multiple options, and there is something like your money that this person is after. They don't think much of you. Well, I won't say that they don't think much of you. They think that you're unattractive. Not necessarily definitely in a physical sense. They don't feel as if you're attractive is what the issue is. But they're coming back and they're coming back for something. You could be this Nine of Pentacles type of person right here where you've got all your stuff together and this person will benefit in some sense. I'm getting that this person is trying to could possibly leave you high and dry. But there is something that they're doing behind the scenes that is shady, something that they're doing behind the scenes that is going to anchor you down. I don't want to use the devil in like the typical sense because this is tarot, but I mean, that can't be a good thing if it came out. And I only say that because I'm paying attention to the 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 is spiritual. 6 is like pure. It's you can look up numerology number 6 if you want to know why I'm trying to read the devil's card in the way that I'm trying to read it as. But this person wants to tie you down to something that is going to, I wouldn't call it toxic because that word is overused, but something that you may not like at all. You're not going to like it. Having children is hard. They might see you as the kind of person that doesn't know that and they want to still pursue. But you don't know that they don't think that you're attractive. You have no idea. But that is what they think. But it's not going to stop them from moving forward because you've got something that they really need. And it's not in your personality, it's in your material gain. If I were you, file number 1, I would steer clear of this person. I would not be bothered with them, at all. And I'm flipping these upright just in case it's for someone else. but I'm sure that that's not really supposed to, go down that way. But it's fine. I'm not through yet. So that's the end of tarot, right? Now, I want to go over some sacred self care because you never leave here without an ounce of positivity. And this is also going to tell me how that person feels about you. They think you're ugly. They feel as if you should get a beauty ritual going. Like they feel like there's more that you can do with your appearance. This person wants you for the sex, for what you can give them, not necessarily sex, but you think of pentacles, you think of things that are tangible, things that are physical. This is why this person wants you, because of your money. They don't find you sexually appealing, but beggars can't be choosy, and that's not a good way to live. 3 cards from the universe. Amen. What's the board game called? This isn't a board game, this is a tarot reading. Okay? Here's the number 3 coming out again. 4 could be significant to you. This is probably the type of person that feels like you should just get a dog or get a cat. They could feel like you're really good with animals as well. Now, you could take that in a negative sense. You know who you're asking about. But I think that because this person believes that you should start a beauty ritual, that they don't find you attractive. So it's probably really facetious where they're telling you to get a dog or get a cat or be a cat lady. This person probably feels like that would definitely suit you best. But there is something that you have that they really, really probably need and want. And I wouldn't believe that money is something that they need because they can just apply for a job themselves and work, but they would rather exploit you in a sense. I'm going to go in with my food cards now. I'm sure you guys already know the drill, even though I like to switch it up sometimes. All right, so that was an interesting shuffle, right? What does my pile ones people feel about them? Falafel, maybe you're Middle Eastern. They could think that you have a strong smell, maybe even offensive, because a lot of people they say that curry, because it is very strong, it has an odor. With that ignorance that people carry. This person is very, very. They could use a little assistance, but this isn't about information on them. This is about how they feel about you. I'm trying to make sure that I focus. Here's another card that just jumped out. The Fallen. This person has issues. The Cast Iron. You feel like you're rugged. With cast iron pans, everybody wants those because they last long. They're really durable. You got to season them in order for them to work really, really well. Um, Chip breaker. This person is gonna have you in bits and pieces. That's how they feel about you. This person feels like they're ready to explore their options. They're ready to explore the forbidden. They're ready to hear God tell them not to do something and do it anyway. Look at these clouds and the thunder or lightning. Why am I calling that thunder? Oh my goodness, right here. No, it's not Uno, it's a tarot reading. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching her message. She retracted the message. Or he. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna keep reading. Um the Dane. You could be quite round, constant. And this person give me thin. You might like to enjoy a cup of coffee now and then, or maybe this person feels what I'm getting with my intuition. This person feels like you could benefit from a cup of coffee. They think you're tired. thought this thing was off. I guess not. It must have been. But I just turned my microphone back on. Sorry, guys. This person sees you as really beautiful. The stars, it's like looking up at the stars. They gaze, they get lost in you, though. You could wear earrings. Maybe diamond earrings are significant. Maybe you always wear a pair of diamond or cubics or because you should be able to hear me. Hopefully you can hear me now. Good, because I'm about to move. I'm just about to move on to pile 3. Okay. And now I'm just asking to get advice. If you wouldn't say it to a friend, you shouldn't say it to yourself. And you are not required to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. Let's go over a little bit with the food cards. How this person feels about my pile too. Really quick. Just short, sweet, to the point. Ooh, the trio. They want to make a trio. But not what I'm saying at all, if you catch my drift. But this person could be like a more chocolatey complexion. They don't know if you like that or not. The fountain. And then I just heard the water's running. Queen of drinks. You're cool. You're hip. This person wants to quote unquote bag you. The beginning, an egg. They want to knock you up, for like a better term, because I really got to cut this short. Night of drinks. This person wants to buy you a drink. This person wants to take you out for drinks. This person wants to buy you things. I'm looking at a triple X. Greens. Your name could be Green. Greens. Collard greens. You could be really good at making collard greens. I know I'm good at making some collard greens. Good. A cast iron pan could be significant as well, because I know a lot of people keep those in their kitchen. And I know in this pile, like I said before, you like to cook. You know what that cast iron is about? Here's the infinity sign. They want to be with you forever. What you've got, you gonna have forever. You could be a water sign. I'm paying attention to this water, this drip drop thingy right here. Right here. Because this, I guess, is supposed to be like a water card. So the signs I'm seeing are earth, water, air, firm. This person is firm. If you get my drift. Just to drive that point home. This person could have dated white girls in the past or had some dealings with them. The pressed one. A panini. Paninis are delicious. I don't know about you, but this person might feel like you're delicious. And hot dog. So you do with that information what you want. What I'm going to do next is jump over to pile number 3. This person thinks you're sweet. Frosting might be significant. Maybe someone mentioned frosting. Maybe you like frosting. And sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles as well, I'm hearing. Yeah, rainbow sprinkles. You could have just had steak recently. Macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is significant. The Vietnamese. Vietnam could be significant as well. Something about Vietnam. Maybe you know somebody that served. Maybe you know did a report perhaps. It could be anything, but Vietnam is significant. Orange juice. Oranges are also significant. Whether that be the color, but mostly I'm getting the fruit. And these lines, you're very orderly. You might have autism. Or something. Page of mains. This person wants you to be their main, pile number 2. This person wants you to be their main. Job reference. What you mean job reference? Oh, you want me to give you you want me to be your reference? Is that what you mean? Oh, will you have a lot of money? I mean, you're not even in here anymore, but that's not what this reading is for. Exactly. But we're going to go ahead and move to pile number 3. All right. Pile number 3 is the 2 rocks. All right. I have pile number 1, pile number 2 right here, which is the red agate bracelet. And we're on pile number 3. Let me move this microphone out the way. Yeah. Because I guess it stopped working. That's a pity. But pile number 3, let's start with your advice. Inspiration. Inspiration for pile number 3 with the lapis lazuli. It's up to you to find the beauty in the ugliest days. Manifest the F out of your dreams. The wound is the place where the light enters you. And stop saying yes to things that you hate. The present moment is amazing. Think twice before you give a care. Call bull crap on your bull crap. Go outside and do stuff. Meditate. And beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negative things. Don't be ungrateful. There are people who dislike you because you don't dislike yourself. And then I'm trying to pull from the middle. Let me try to get exactly what we need. Your gut knows what's up. Trust that. I guess that's for me. Stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost it. And I am enough. Now, your other 2 that flew out, in all seriousness, because that was serious too, but you take what resonates. You are a product of what you believe. Love like people aren't total a-holes. I should have put that this was 18 plus. Because these cards are a little vulgar. All right. Now, who's asking for a job reference? Or does it say JoJo reference? Oh, okay, JoJo reference. Who's JoJo? Girl, I don't even know who JoJo is. My bad. All right. So let's start. How does the person on pile 3's mind feel about them? How does the person on pile 3's mind feel about them? The Lovers. Ooh. And the 7 of Swords. What? Ooh. This person wants to stab you in the back. And I think they're winning. I'm sad to say. Sorry, not sorry, but you know you gotta chill. This person wants to give you a tower moment. They don't like you at all. There's more. Sheesh. Because I'm going to just lay it out for myself and then I'm going to tell you what I see. Because this is a lot. Like charity. Something about charity. Charity. This person's weird. How do they feel about you? Ooh. That's a weirdo. I'm going to put that at the top. Whoa, this is about to be a complete card spread. I got a lot to say. Ooh. They don't want to tell you your ex cheated because they didn't cheat, but they want to say a bunch of other things. Standing tall, though. Whoa. Okay. All right, but you're good. They see you as the 3 of Cups, celebrating. You have things to celebrate. You have things to be happy about. You're very well happy or celebrated. You could be both. I would just say you got it going on and this person's a hater. So we're just going to go ahead and shut that down real quick. And I'm still going to pull my cards because that's not fair to you. I do want to be fair. And I'm quite sure something will come out for somebody because, I mean, it's the general. So it's not going to resonate for anybody. But my goal is to be as accurate as I can so that everybody, well, so that whoever watches leaves with something. Pretty much. Let's get into it. This person wants you to go to sleep. Something about something about that phrase, go to sleep. This person wants you to die. Let me be candid with you. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're like homicidal. They're weird. This person might just have a very cold stare. Like a really, really cold stare. Something about singing. Your voice can be significant. You could really sing, and this person envies you for that. This person envies you for that. This knife is looking very menacing, but you can cook. This person doesn't like that. Told you they're a hater. Abundance planning. You could be really good with your abundance, you know? Journaling. This person might be a writer. I'm getting writing on a wall. Writing, just weird. Not necessarily the bipolar disorder writing, but they're just writing. But definitely babble. You could go on a lot of trips, or you have been on a trip, or music is significant, definitely. And this person is jealous of the way you look. I mean, envious of the way that you look. You might dance well. Connected, and you're connected. This person wants to be like you. If you're into spirituality and you're like really into it and you're the real deal, this person is mad about that. They want to be that. They want to say that they're grounded. They want to, but this person very well could have a mental illness. Legitimately. Like real bad. Like I'm looking at the third eye, but you know what they say when it's like overactive or it's too open or something like that? Well, if it's overactive or imbalanced, there's psychosis. This person could be psychotic in a medical sense of the word. You do magic. They think they're doing magic. They're not doing magic. They're not okay. Maybe you slept with this person. This person lurks. They like to lurk. They like to watch you when you're not watching. I mean, they like to watch you when you're not knowing that they like to watch you when you don't know they're looking. They want to catch you off guard, kind of, but they're mostly a spy. They're mostly a pre. Mint can be significant. Vanilla, that can be your favorite scent. Something very warm. Lavender. Rainbow, this could be same sex. Fingers. There's dots on her fingers. Blood on their fingers. Maybe this person has tried to do magic on you. On you. This person's very lonely. You wouldn't even be able to imagine the amount of loneliness. They should drink more water. But this person's always watching you. Something about sound healing is significant as well. Create art. Pink nails. 17, 8, the number 8 as well. You know, 8 is the number of abundance. Oops. Right? Let me see if I can get more. Yep. There we go. All right. I'm being told to cut the deck. Vanilla is significant. Vanilla bean. Maybe that's your favorite kind of ice cream, because I know that's mine. The seed. I'm hearing blood seed. Something. What is that? I don't know. Blood seed. This person cuss when they see you. It's like they don't like you. Maybe this person tried to put a curse on you. They don't like you. They think you're like John Crow. What the hell? I don't know. John Crow. Let's see. This person don't think a lot of you for whatever reason. I'm getting that it's pure delusion, honestly, because this person is crazy, but they really think they're better. But they're like that, period. So don't be offended by them thinking that they're better, because that's just who they are. Cake can be significant. This person is jealous of your physique. They're jealous of your physique. Something with your body. You could really like French fries. You could like fried food. I mean, fried food is delicious, because I'm noticing these onion rings right here. This person could have been saying that you smell like onions, or they pick on every little thing that you do. But I'm noticing these boxes. You could like the fair. Oh, let me show you guys the boxes so that you know what I'm talking about. Like, you see what the onion rings and the food is sitting in? You could like to go to carnivals, the fair. This person could joke that you look like a sideshow or something like that. Chocolate syrup. This person is giving poop. I'm gonna say this person is poopy. Just really, ugh, nasty. There's something else, because where's that water card? Because I just noticed something about water. 18 plus. That'll be a confirmation for you. The root. White knight. The mess. King of sides. The scoop. Huh. Okay. Banh mi. Okay. This person sees you as well-traveled, very cultured as well. This person feels, because I interchange feels and sees, by the way, so it's fine. Well, that was our pick a card reading. I hope you guys liked it, and that will be the end. Once again, I just finished up with pile number 3. This was pile number 2, and this is pile number 1. All right, y'all have a wonderful day, night, evening. Thank you so much for watching, but I gotta run. Bye, y'all.